is Danny with NRV Adventure, and this is my Wandering Wheels version where I'm traveling all around Mexico on my motorcycle. And today I'm in San Jose Del Pacifico, and this is a little story about my ride from Mazunte to San Jose and what I found here in San Jose. What was really interesting about this place is the whole economy is based around magic mushrooms, and a lot of the people that are here who want to partake in magic mushrooms are actually backpackers from all over the world. You'll see people from, I don't know, Germany, England, Norway, all over the place. I've seen very few Americans. I expected to see a lot more Americans, but actually in Oaxaca there is a lot more European travelers, so it was very interesting to see the diversity of the travelers here. But everything about this town is really quite beautiful, and yeah, you shouldn't miss it. For me, as always, the drive up was great. For me it was 4 hours, partially in the rain, so I had to drive a little bit slower. That's always challenging on a motorcycle, but still, just the curves, there was not one straight line on the whole road for the 4 hours I was driving. Normally the drive is about 2.5 hours. You can catch buses from Oaxaca, from Puerto Escondido, Mazunte, and Zipalote. And from what I hear, they're rather inexpensive. The bus station is right down here, and behind me you will see the big white buses, and those are the ones that just run nonstop.
All right, I just stopped and had lunch in another area called San Jose. I'm on my way to San Jose Del Pacifico, and I'm about 30 kilometers, from Mazunte. So far the road has been really beautiful. Lots of hills and very windy, as you can see. And I've got another 2 hours, it looks like, through these windy roads to get to San Jose del Pacifico. I don't know if that's a Pueblo Magico, but from what I hear, it should be. It's also famous for its mushrooms, and yeah, the kind that make you see things. Yeah, I'm digging this road. It's been like this the last like 10 kilometers or so. It's been like this. On the mountain, I've just been going up and up and up, and a minute ago I was literally, or still kind of am, driving through the clouds. We're so high. But man, just windy. Every bit of this road is windy. I love it. But it will make for I guess this is what I mean, driving in the clouds. It's getting cold and a little bit wet. This morning I was sweating my balls off, and now I'm driving in the clouds.
Now forget the name of the place, but I'm about an hour away. Got another hour and a half maybe to go to San Jose Del Pacifico. Anyway, it starts raining. I'm driving through the clouds, and then this guy behind me here, he hooked me up with some hot coffee and a dry place to sit and put on a jacket to help shed the water. So hopefully I don't freeze to death on the way there. But hey, it's all part of the journey.
All right. This is basically coming into San Jose del Pacifico. I guess you would say Zona de Hongo, the zone of the mushrooms. Oh, a little bit of trash. I have not seen a lot of trash around here. Once we started getting into the mountain region, I guess they've got someplace good to put it where it's not in sight. Because it's not quite as polluted as most places. See the tope. It really is a beautiful town. I should stay longer, but there's no ATM here, and I did not think to get enough cash. I thought, oh, okay, it's a tourist spot. Surely I can get, money from the ATM or whatever. And very few people are actually accepting credit cards. So this is downtown San Jose. Here on the left is a good place to buy your mushrooms if you're into that. I stayed here, this Restaurant de Montaña, and the rooms were 500 pesos and it was pretty decent. So I would recommend that place. The one across the street, the cheapest room was 800 pesos. And, how much joy am I going to get out of a room?
In San Jose del Pacifico yesterday, after driving hours through the rain in those twisty, windy roads all the way up these mountains to get here. And behind me landed a cool little hotel room for 500 pesos, which I was surprised because from looking on Google Maps, everything seemed to be like 6,000 pesos or something. Maybe that was an error in, I don't know, maybe it was the error or not. I didn't really see any hotels that were actually that price. But I mean, they are a little bit more expensive because it's a tourist area. But fixing to go take a walk around town. I had a walk last night, went around and got some coffee and beer and had a little bit of food. But I want to take a walk around and ride around town and find out what San Jose is really about. What I learned today the hard way. I'm here in San Jose del Pacifico, and I went exploring into kind of the end of the road there. Got to make my way back, and away we go. If I put it in gear. Looks like there's just some mountainside farmers up here. Probably the people who are growing the mushrooms for this town. Well, the road's not too bad, but I haven't had a lot of chance really to go off-road other than on the beach and a couple of other little dirt roads. So this was a pleasant surprise.
pleasant surprise, should I say. I'm not sure of the altitude yet. I really haven't looked that up, but we're pretty high up. It's consistently above the clouds. I went for a walk this morning and noticed that the clouds were below the point that I was standing on the road. Pharmacy on the mountain. Maybe it's where you come to get the mushrooms. I don't know. I noticed a couple of places around town you had like big menus of mushrooms, but it's not really so much my thing. Really awesome. I think it's like 60 degrees, maybe a little more. It feels great. It is late October, coming up on Halloween soon, and that's my next stop, of course, is Oaxaca for Day of the Dead. You see mushrooms everywhere. Just Los Pinos. This whole city just caters to nothing but psychedelics. And I was recommended this place by a friend of mine on Facebook. He says they have great products and good food. Maybe I'll have to come back and check it out. And there is the tower you climb. So that's El Mirador. I'm going to stop and check it out. Something definitely worth noting here when you're on this tower at El Mirador is it is quite shaky. I'm the only person on the tower in just any movement at all, and it's really shaky. And it says not to have more than 6 people up here. Personally, I wouldn't come up here with one other person, but that's just me. And I'm not afraid of stuff, but this is, yeah, I don't trust it. There's just a few cables actually holding this thing, and I'm a roofer, and I don't trust this thing. I shouldn't have been up here long enough to do the drone video, but oh well. Anyway, just outside of downtown, you head up the hill and you'll find El Mirador at 60 pesos to get in. It is a beautiful view. It's a little cloudy right now, but you know, that kind of adds to it a little bit. Yeah, so the hard part was definitely getting up here. I mean, it's a lot of stairs. It's a long way down. So I mentioned earlier when I was out on the ride not knowing what the altitude is, and it turns out it is 2,500 meters. The city itself is about 2,500 meters above sea level, and I think we're definitely 200 or 300 meters, if not more, higher, especially up there on that tower. So that's probably why we're walking in the clouds. I kind of wish I had more time to stay here, but I do want to get to Oaxaca and, you know, see a few other places along the way. My trek to Puebla, I'm sure between, you know, Popocatépetl and Oaxaca, there's got to be some pretty cool places. I know, you know, like Tepoztlan is one, but I've been to it a couple of times. Never on a motorcycle, but they do have a good campground there. They have a Boy Scouts in Tepoztlan,
that has a really nice campground with showers and really good camping spot. And I mean, it's not a real long walk either to downtown where all the restaurants and stuff are. So if you're a camper, especially a motorcycle camper, check out the Boys Club in Tepoztlan. So that is a wrap on San Jose Del Pacifico. Had a great time here. It's a beautiful place to be. And my next stop is Oaxaca for Day of the Dead. So I will see you.
What a beautiful road. It kind of looks out over this valley, this mountainous valley that was below San Jose. It's really beautiful. Yesterday the clouds were like riding down below, you know, the city, so it was just a good, beautiful view of above the clouds.